Woo pig. Welcome back to Arkansas basketball recap. That show that recaps every Arkansas Sweet 16 entry game. As Arkansas does one of those, round of 32, getting to the Sweet 16. Arkansas defeats St. John by a score of 75-66. And it's a glorious thing, guys. It's a good day to be a hog. I'm a hog out in New Mexico right now, and it feels good. It feels good to be a hog all the way in the Southwest. Let me tell you, man, it wasn't pretty. You had a team that, ranks number one, numero uno in defense in college basketball and defensive efficiency. That's what they do. And Arkansas said, "Hey, we play a little defense ourselves in a really tough conference. Like we that's kind of what we're known for playing some defense from time to time. And I mean, if you go by the numbers, and I like, here's the thing." You might be like, man, St. John's just could not make anything. And they did miss a lot, but
Dude.
everything was contested, dude. I mean, everything. I mean, there was,
And I didn't think, I don't know, someone would have to calculate it up, get AI on it, but I felt it was both ways. I thought I was yelling at him. I'm like, I haven't seen so many shots on the rim that haven't fallen in. And I thought it was both sides. I thought they would go through a wave where they'd miss three or four ones that you're like, man, they would like to have it. But then we would do the same thing. We had
mhm.
multiple layups. I mean, Jonas missed a point blank one. Several guys like missed little push shots, shots that they got up on the rim and they just bounced on all sides of it and came off. I mean, I don't know how we shot in the 40% as low score. I mean, the first half we were okay, but I mean, well, no, the first 10 minutes of the first half, I was like, oh, we're on pace to score 80. That's going to win you the game. And then it came to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I mean, 75-66. I mean, that's a defensive game in the tournament for sure. And yeah, I mean, neither team is, St. John's and Arkansas. Neither of them have great shooters. Like they're not great shooting teams. They maybe Arkansas has some guys that can shoot, but they're not a great shooting team. And St. John's is not a good shooting team at all. But St. John's is known for their defense. And when you see like those low field goal percentages and all those shots coming off the rim and stuff, look, man, if you've ever played basketball, you know the difference between like a wide open layup and a layup where you got to the rim, but someone put like their shoulder into you a little bit, or they were there and you had to put more on it. You miss more of those, dude. And I do think that both teams contested everything. I mean, I thought every shot was contested. There were no open there, even the threes. Like, how many open threes were there in this game? There weren't that many.
some, but not, yeah, not that many. And I mean, I think we hit did we both teams just hit two threes
Yeah,
apiece? I
yeah,
mean, dude, that's crazy in a modern game. I mean,
yeah.
there's more threes than that in a running clock eighth grade girls game.
Well,
No, I
dude,
mean,
dude,
absolutely.
Arkansas goes from the 3 point line. Arkansas goes 2 of 19 for 10%, and you're like, man, that's not very good. And St. John's like, hold my beer. Watch us go 2 of 22 for 9%. And you're like, good grief, man.
Well,
Uh,
even the field goal percentage, when you look at like, and we are, I mean, I know it was ended up being like 43% or something, which isn't horrible, but when you look at it, it's like 27 for what, 50 something, you're like, I mean, it's not great, but then you look at them, dude, and you're like, they're 23 for 71 or something like that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the field goal percentage is why we won the game. We were 27-63 for 43%, and they were
Well,
20.
they took
They were
like 20 more shots than we did.
they took 12 more. But they were, 21-75 for 28%. And that was the difference in the game. Because I mean, if you look at it, we got out rebounded 51-45, which isn't getting destroyed on the glass, but I mean, St. John's is a really good rebounding team, and so we did all right. Uh, Turnovers, neither team turned the ball over. We had 9 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what do you expect?
Like,
They
well,
had
that's what I was gonna
six. They
say.
had six. They only turned the ball over 6 times.
Yeah, and that's actually, I mean, we got to kind of speed run through this, unfortunately, because Dan's Dan's busy. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like player of the game's hard on this one because
dude.
I
Because
mean, everybody
everybody, dude.
scratched and fought, and nobody was just like unbelievably outstanding. But um, low key, Wagner
Yeah, I
bringing
was
the
about
ball
to
up
say,
because dude,
dude.
they were pressuring everything. You know what I mean? And he did not turn the ball over much. And against that, and I thought maybe he would. I was very nervous, dude. I mean, if you'd maybe bet money, I would have bet we were going to lose with 12, honestly, until it got around 4 minutes, because then that was like the fouling was like, well, we can survive maybe. But the entire like 12 minutes to go when Jonas picked up his fourth foul and then Big Z fouled out. And I knew like what they do.
And
Everyone
then Brazil
describes,
and Brazil got his fourth, and you're like, dude, this is a
well, and then
disaster.
Nelly got his fourth. I mean, that was later, like with 8 minutes to go or something like that. But and everybody talks about St. John's defense is an accumulation. They strangle you. They talk about it like a
Mm-mm.
python. They slowly close it in, and then in the last 4 or 5 minutes, you just are exhausted, and they're still harassing you.
Mm.
And I thought that might happen. And by the way, that's another reason I mean, you want to talk about needing that extra body. Holy moly, if we didn't have Boogie back. I mean, even if he didn't do a single thing, just a body out there to play defense,
Yep.
which he did, I mean,
Yeah.
he helped a lot. He scrapped, but um, I mean, him being able to rest Wagner a little bit helped,
Mm.
but I mean, they didn't, and Wagner has had that happen a little bit. Actually, the whole Arkansas team, because we've been so shorthanded, I mean, we've talked about this a bunch, but our, you know, pattern has been play really good at the beginning of the second half, get a 10-point lead, have it completely erased in the final five
Yeah.
minutes,
When you
and it come down to a
yeah,
single point game
because
in
you
the
have no
final minute.
because you have no legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen so much. We actually looked like maybe we had more energy in the last 3 minutes than they did.
Yeah,
And,
it's weird because if you look at DJ's stats, you're like, it's 4 16. That's not good. Uh, he had 4 assists, which is good. He had 2 steals, which is good. 4 assists to 2 turnovers is good. So his assist to turnover ratio is good. He had 8 points, and you're like, okay, um, that. But man, but those 8 points he had 8 big points too. Like when we really needed a bucket, he came through. So yeah, I just thought you had to have him on the floor. I thought he was also putting so much pressure on the defense, man. Like he's the guy that they're like, man, this guy is going to take his time, but when he decides to go, like it's a real problem when he gets in the lane. So I thought he was great. I'll tell you this, dude, this was a game where two of the freshmen were really good. Carter Knox played 27 minutes. He was 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He just decided to go get fouled and made his free throws. He also had 6 rebounds, 4 blocks from Carter Knox. He had 15 points. He was good, man. Carter Knox came to play.
it was really good. And then Billy Richmond was low key. Like when I looked at the stat sheet, I was like, I thought he played well, but I didn't know he played that well.
Dude,
Like,
Billy
I
Billy
mean,
Richmond, 16 points. Who's the leading
he's a
scorer? If
leading
you're right,
scorer.
yeah, who's the leading scorer? It's Billy Richmond. He has 16 points. Uh Check this out, dude. I it's hard not to give it to Billy when you play 29 minutes off the bench and you go 16 and 9. Billy had 9 rebounds, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Um and only 1 turnover.
And he also, several of his buckets were those late in the shot clock, looked like all was lost, looked like someone was going to chuck it up there, and he went and got one.
But did
Some
you
of them
see
were pretty tough.
did you see those times when there was a time when I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Boogie or Nelly got switched on their big man when we were small, and it was Billy that ran down there and brushed him off and was like,
Mm-hmm.
I got this." Like, which dude,
Yeah.
you gotta love because you're like, you're not that much bigger than those guys. But he's like, nah, get out of here. Like, let me go to work on this guy. See if he can get the ball when I'm fronting him. And you're like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I like the confidence, right?
Yep. Yeah. And so, big picture, I mean,
Dude, I was just sitting here. I thought I was supposed to be getting ready for the first exit. I thought like you get to the tournament and lose the first game. But I thought for sure. I mean, I heard people tell me like for like a lot from down in a different state that for sure like you're going like I hope you enjoy the first weekend because that's all you get. Like I mean, I heard. Did you not hear this? I heard this.
I'm holding my I'm withholding my urge to be petty until tomorrow.
Hey, I'm
That
not, no, dude.
it
You
may
might
go
go.
out the wind.
No, Kentucky can go win the national championship because I didn't say you weren't gonna. I heard that Arkansas was never gonna get out of the first round again. This is the
Hey,
kind of stuff I
listen,
heard.
I feel like, and you know me, like I think it's all, as long as it's all kind of fun, competitive stuff, it's all good. Um, some of the Kentucky fans, and obviously some of Arkansas fans, but I think this is more indicative of Kentucky fans because a percentage of Kentucky fans, that a minority of Kentucky fans, are probably the most delusional fans that
Yeah.
exist. I mean, there's Yankees fans that have a just contingency of delusion. There's, obviously KU. There's fans like right now that are think they should win a national championship every year, and it's inexcusable to lose or whatever. But the biggest contingent of those fans are in Kentucky, and those people are annoying. And it will be, if we can last longer than they do, that will be, I can't lie, because of how annoying that contingent has been. I'll take no gratification in just the regular born and bred, grew up in Kentucky. That's their team. Same thing for Arkansas fans. In fact, I feel bad when you lose. I mean, it sucks when your team loses. But for the annoying, entitled, like ones that have been looking for us to fail all year, if we can outlast them, if they lose before we do, if we're in the tournament and they're at home watching, that will taste delicious just for those people. But and just forget about the Kentucky thing. Overall, dude, I mean, we've said this before, but to me, winning that first game, even though it was against Kansas, which is great franchise and great coach, they were a 7 and we're a 10, and we did that before, and like it's great. I mean, to me it validated the whole season. But in the history of Arkansas, when you look back, if we had lost today, this season would have been mostly forgotten. It would have been like, oh yeah, I remember Calipari's first year, a lot of up and down. We lost, kind of started rocky. He pulled it together, and they had some injuries, and we won that. We did make the tournament, and won that one game. So it was whatever. Like it'd just be a whatever season.
Yeah.
Just this win, first off, it's because you beat a 2 seed. You're headed to the Sweet 16, and now you add all that, the preamble, all of that story leading up to it. This win by itself makes this a season to remember. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like this
Yep.
has become a magical season, and now we're just on complete borrowed. Like this team can go get. I mean, and by the way, you beat St. John's. They can beat Texas Tech. They can beat Drake. Like
Yeah.
we can make the Elite Eight. That's insane. And now I'm
Yeah.
not saying they were going to, but there's no reason to think you can't. I mean, why wouldn't you? Like you
And
just beat
especially
Kansas and
especially if
St.
you just add piece by piece. Dude, you know how good it would have been to have Thero in this game? Oh man. This would have, because they were calling fouls, and that guy's better at getting fouled than anybody. But but yeah, you don't know. You might get Thero back for the. You're like, dude. I mean, you might come in if you're coming down the stretch full strength. Who knows what can happen, man? But like, it's pretty great. By the way, I gotta tell you, I was getting a little. I got a little emotional, like watching
his daughter.
Cal's
And
wife and daughter. Like, did that not? I mean, I don't want to read
because
too much into it.
that they have been through it on social media and stuff. I mean, and like I said, even a smaller percentage of those psycho fans from various, most, Kentucky or whatever, wherever, even just the other, franchises that have haters, that even a smaller percentage, the really toxic ones, they're in those, like
Yeah.
maybe she, I don't know how old she is or if she has what she is on social media, but she probably still has her friends sending her stuff like, did you see how gross this
Or, or
person
or
is?
you
Like,
just or you just heard the national media as they struggle, just like say he's done, he's over the hill, he's washed up, like all this. Like I don't know. I
and
feel
just
like
watching him with the stress of, you've got this giant payroll from
yeah,
Tyson and all of this thing, and you've been pushed out of Kentucky. Yeah, I mean, it's probably harder on your close loved ones than it is on you even to watch
hmm
you go through it. So it was nice to see that.
oh yeah, because I mean, how happy did they look for their? I mean, especially like his wife would happy, dude. I'm a girl dad. That's all I got is girls. So like when you see a daughter crying for her dad, like that, like, hey, my dad's been going through it, and like everyone doubted him, and like he just made the Sweet 16. I don't know, it's pretty sweet. And I mean, I don't know anything about Cal like super personally, but you're like when you see an image like that, you're like, this guy might be a good husband and father.
Right. I mean, that's the same thing I thought when they cut to Rick Pitino's mistress and up there. And I was like, that's sweet. I mean, he obviously takes care of her.
Yeah, it's so yeah. Great win. Dude, going to the Sweet 16. So it's great. So good,
Oh,
dude. Also, we've been
yeah,
to the Sweet 16 for the last 5 years. What is that?
I know.
Nobody's been,
It
hey,
doesn't feel like that, but that's crazy.
nobody's been there more in the last 5 years in Arkansas. Nobody. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Musselman. I mean, honestly, that's why I'm not hating on Musselman, because if Musselman doesn't come here, I mean, dude, Musselman came here out of nothing. Like, we
Mhm.
were not headed anywhere, and he made this place at least somewhat fun and relevant. And I don't think if he hadn't done that, I don't think we probably would have got a whiff from
Yeah,
someone like John Calipari.
yeah,
Looking, I mean,
yeah,
maybe, you never know, but I appreciate, like, it's cool that we are in the second round of the tournament more often than not over the last
yeah,
little bit, because most of my life it hasn't been that way.
yeah. And I just want to say, and I do have to go. It wasn't just that St. John's couldn't make anything. If you played basketball for a long time, like, yes, they didn't make very much, but I'm telling you, the Hogs played defense tonight. Like, everything was contested. Nothing was easy, and they got rewarded for it. It was great.
Yep.
All right,
Sick,
man.
dude. We get to do it
Well,
again.
we're gonna do it again. Sorry for the short one. Maybe not sorry. Maybe you're like, that's about the right length, guys. I like that better.
Yeah, we don't have to listen to you guys ramble about nothing for the last 15 minutes.
For real. But I do have to go. And but we'll be back, man. We'll be back to break it down. Hopefully another glorious
You
episode.
gonna be traveling on Thursday?
I won't be home, but I'll be more in a place. So it'll be
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Well,
I'll be in Arizona. So
cool.
all
All
right.
right.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys.
See ya.